Investigates starts right now. What is up, my beautiful people? You guys like that intro, huh? You like it? I think it's awesome. I made that last night. You falling peaceful around, Jim? What are you doing? My face is still frozen from eating ice cream. Give me a minute. It's numb and frozen, so. Holy shit. What a day. I read you be good. What's up? Tammy, Jim, Darlene, Cindy Lou, Risa Joe. How are you all doing today? Well, let me give my warnings first. Have marks on your noggin. That looks like there's like a tan line that goes where my headband goes, right? Headband goes right here, and then I'm tan from down, so it kind of looks weird. I'm a weirdo. I get it. It's cool. I don't care. Keisha! What's up? How y'all doing? Mrs. Mab said, you gotta do our taxes today. I'm like, damn. 2,500. We did it. Now we're going for 3,000. Urge to survive. What is up? Welcome to the MABSTA crew. The goats. We the goats. So, we've got Ronald Aaron Lopez, and we've got Rick Straus, Adam Hayes. What's up? Yeah, that intro is awesome. I love it. Especially for the Nancy Guthrie case. That's like every picture I had for the Nancy Guthrie case, and I kind of made them shake and put some tunes to it. Now that I know how to do it, I can make different ones for different cases. So it's only going to go up from here. It's only going to get better. Mrs. Mab is doing kitty treats right now. I walked the walk and walked the dog and did all that stuff. Sweet Leaf, what's going on, sweetheart? It's my sweetheart, Sweet Leaf. Patriot Pride, what's up? Do you see that intro, Adam? Damn, it's good. Gopher, what it up? What is up? Kim Wells. Kim Wells follows me everywhere. Whoever was 3 Dave was with us on the whole walk. 3 Dave's from old school, from Dolly Vision, from like 5 years ago. 3 or 4 years ago, 5 years ago. So we got this Ronald dude, but we got this Rick Straus dude too, and he's like psycho. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of exercise in. I feel good. All right. I'm losing weight, getting stronger. Look at this shit. It's pretty good guns for an old man, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm just getting stronger, stronger, stronger. I met this dude at Home Depot. He said he needed some work. I said, you ain't no sissy, are you? Church ain't gonna wear them damn Speedos. I sure as hell don't want to see that. That's gonna be disgusting. Just kidding. That'd be crazy. Anyway, what do we got? First, we're going to have to go over this Hoda. Yeah, this Hoda hoe. This Hoda chick. And that interview just drove me absolutely bonkers. You know what I'm saying? Savannah hates this chick. Savannah hates this woman. And this woman thinks that she's her best friend. You know what I'm saying? They had to do this. Church is in the house. Patriot Pride hosts church. What's up, church? Don't be wearing them damn pink Speedos, man. That is not going to be good. You don't even want to see me in one of those. Although a lot of the women would probably like that because I'm cut like a damn granite statue. You know what I'm saying? She did a horrible job. Anyway, let me see what I got for us here today. Hoda. Oh my God. All right, let's paste that up there. We'll stop that real quick. And then we're gonna, I was gonna, I think I already got this one up here. Let's see, Nancy Guthrie case. Got that one. Brew Crew. Okay, got that one. You want to see a dumbass real quick? First, let's look at a dumbass real quick.
I'm trying to give George treats.
Yeah?
He's just playing with them.
Well, that's what he does. He's a punk.
It's just chasing him around. He's still chasing it around.
Grab that kitty and bring him over to me.
He needs to be still playing with his treat. Can you hear him?
All right. Hold on.
What are you doing?
Let's look at Hoda real quick first. Why does it always automatically go to that little ass thing there? I don't like it. I like this one better. All right.
Hoda? What was he doing?
He did Hoda. He did the lizard.
He did the lizard mouth?
The lizard mouth.
What was up with the Hoda lizard tongue when she interviewed Savannah?
So Mark found a couple of really interesting pieces in this. He found evidence of a true smile she had lines around her eyes. So it was a true smile.
Who's Mark? Who's Mark? Birch gold. I don't need gold. I already got gold. Who's Mark? Anyway, Mark's some guy. Where's the kitty?
Hold on.
That she was trying to.
Holy shit. Chinese. What's that say? Hyun Shine. Welcome to MAB Investigate. Welcome here.
All right, here comes the kitty.
You're very welcome here. Oh. Let's see. Get him.
I'll get him. Don't worry. Oh. I'm gonna get in the chat.
All right. Oh. got the kitty. I got the kitty. This is my JoJo. He goes limp when I hold him like this. His tail moves, but that's it. His head is, every muscle in his body is just limp. Interpret that in English, please. Yeah, what is that? We welcome all nationality here. Joe Bear, my JoJo. So good boy. Oh. See you later. Anyway, back to Hoda Ho.
Suppress
Talking about Savannah's missing, possibly dead mother.
to her mother, to Savannah rather, right, to her face, and then the moment where she sort of flutters the eyelids, which I described to him as a professional orgasm.
Oh Lord, a professional orgasm.
In my mind, she was like, "The story, I can't believe I got the story."
So psyched to be on camera for this.
Yeah, and
Hoda is like creaming over herself for being on stage with Savannah, being part of this thing. And Savannah does not like this woman at all. So Hoda's just trying to suck it up as much as possible. It's just disgusting.
the lip flicking, the lip licking, he thought was sort of an attempt to groom oneself on cam, like that she was very, very cognizant. No, that it was sort of like, am I looking okay? Like she couldn't stop herself from like, he thought that was, this is how deep Mark goes. He says it's almost an attempt to like, when you actually eat food, you get proteins a little bit in the corners of the mouth. And so the tongue is sort of doing this. It's like a cleaning, grooming.
Oh.
Whereas I
Holly
posited to
Dolly.
him that I immediately thought of the phrase licking one's chops. Like she was licking her lips over the delicacy that was Savannah's anguish.
Yes, because she was thrilled to be on camera. She was thrilled to be at the center of the story. Here, I think it's 14. We have a montage of some weird Hoda moments throughout this interview. Let's watch.
You guys ready for the Hoda Ho moments? The Hoda Ho moments? Hoda Ho, Yuga Ho, Hoda. Here's Hoda the Hoda Ho.
And the Ring camera had been yanked off.
Yeah.
And so we were saying, this is,
Do something.
this is not okay.
Wakey. Oh, Lord.
Did you guys talk about what?
She's like wiping her eyes like she's got tears, and there's not one tear that comes out of her face this whole damn time.
Possibly could have happened, like what could have happened, what went down.
And he said, I think she's been kidnapped for ransom. And I said,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, sweetie, but yeah, maybe. But I knew that.
You did.
I'm sorry to my sister and my brother and my kids.
How were you able to do that in that moment?
This Hoda is like brushing her hair, touching her eyes. Hoda.
And I haven't
There are no tears.
posted one thing or said one thing that the three of us haven't decided together. It is surreal. It's
You're licking her lips like a lizard? Oh my God, that was true.
it's
She's going like that. She's catching flies. Who the hell's catching flies with her tongue?
how is it possible that we are having to make a video speaking to a kidnapper who took an 84-year-old woman in the dead of night
the ransom notes or ransom
noises.
requests came, did you believe those to be?
What is she wiping her eye for? Come on, man.
Be real?
She's always wiping her eyes and her damn.
Did you believe those to be real?
There's no tears. And they're like, you use that term sometimes, vocal fry, like the fake, Maureen, how are you?
It's Jenna Bush Hager is also.
Are you guys okay tonight? Especially Jim. I know you're going through a hard time, and I'm not kidding, Jim. I'm really feeling for you. My poor dog barely made it up that hill, and he's 15. So I'm not kidding, but yes, he does that. Cool and Chris, are you okay? Cindy Lou, Samantha, Donna, thank you for being here. You're so sweet.
A prime offender. She's been trying to squeeze out a lot of tears on the ramp up.
And they've admitted they haven't even been talking to her. Who are they kidding? If this is a dear friend about whose situation you're genuinely distraught, you probably would have spoken to her in the 7 weeks her mom was missing. But they admitted that they haven't.
None of these people have spoken to Savannah since the whole damn thing happened. What a bunch of assholes.
I don't know what
was missing, but they admitted that they haven't.
I don't know what to say to it. You know, I was listening to you breaking apart the Hoda one-on-one with Savannah.
Who's this blonde chick anyway?
From like a journalistic standpoint, all of the malpractice committed in that interview.
Yes.
The lack of a follow-up on why did you believe 2 of those ransom notes were real, the others not? And
why didn't you pay the ransom? Why did you not pay the ransom?
Because I was really trying to figure out why Savannah would allow Hoda, who was exhibiting nothing but glee at being back in that chair. That was it. She was happy to be back in that chair. If it had to be Savannah's tragedy that put her there, you break a few eggs, you know? But I thought about it, and I think it might be that Savannah knew of the meager talent on that bench. Hoda would be the least likely to either have the capacity or inclination to ask follow-ups.
That's very
Hoda's the biggest loser, so she gets the interview.
true. Because
Jenny McCarthy, is that who that is? I have no idea. Good Friday today, you guys. It's been an awesome day for I was going to say daddy, because that's what I call myself. MAB daddy.
I was told by somebody who was well known in the producing staff there that the only all Hoda ever does is ask the questions that are given to her. No follow-ups. She doesn't do the real journalism thing. That's why they like her over there, the producing staff, because she'll just ask whatever questions are put in front of her. And I'm sure they all say Savannah is the boss. And so I'm sure they went over all of this in advance and she accepted, like, these are the questions that I'll be asked. A real journalist wouldn't accept that. A real journalist would say, I'm going to ask my own questions. I've told the story before, but when I was there, I came from Fox and cable news where producers don't do anything like that for you.
Sorry about that, Cindy Lou. That's crazy. I still got all my parents. I was just at my dad's house today. He used to be 6'2". Now I'm 2 inches taller than he is, and I'm 5'8". He went from 6'2" to 5'6". He's 87. Still owes $559,000 on his house, and then took a $250,000 credit line out on it. I'm like, what the hell are you doing, brother?
And he paid $3 something for it, so he owes more than he originally paid for it.
And I built this retaining wall for him about 20 years ago, and it failed because he kept emptying his pond, and the water would go against the wall, and it failed, right? For the last 20 years. So he's got my brother, my stepbrother, Bruce, back there is over 50, digging the back of the wall out by hand for $10 an hour.
And we're in California.
And I'm like,
Gas is $10 a gallon.
I'm like, what the hell are you doing, brother? Oh, we're in between jobs and everything. I said, I'll pay you $25 an hour to come work at my house. Jeez, $10 an hour? That's like slavery. Holy crap. Mrs. MAB, they're calling for you.
You are on your own out there. They'll give you elements. They'll talk about editorial, but they certainly don't give you questions.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. And I mean, cable news anchors, I think, are much more facile at real live interviews and discussions because they don't have somebody writing questions for them. And they were shocked at NBC when I went there and I wanted to ask my own questions, to the point where one person who had come from Al Jazeera reported me to HR because I wouldn't ask her questions. And by the way, it was on a Supreme Court story. This woman was she didn't work the high court. She wasn't a lawyer. It was like, thank you for trying, but I don't need your questions. I know how to ask questions about a legal story, madam. But that's how unused to an anchor with free will they are. So I think you're probably right. Savannah knew that, she could make sure that Hoda wouldn't go off the script, wouldn't ask anything follow up in the moment. Like, yeah, why did you believe the ransom notes? And also, if you believed them, why didn't you pay?
Yes.
Huh?
You turn it down.
What?
Right? Like that was the biggest one that went unasked.
Too loud.
But the biggest thing, and even just watching that montage, is,
hi, Donna.
Why did you continue to interject yourself into Savannah's moment?
My dad is weird. He won't call me and say, hey, man, we want to help me redo the wall. I could have just done it in like one weekend, but no, they're going to dig it out by hand. Okay, do what you do. I'm going to be busy redoing my stuff starting Monday. I'm tearing everything out Monday.
Hey, Jim. Hi, Kim. Thank you.
I got a guy coming Monday that's 65. And if he can keep up with me, he's got a job. He might want to trade labor because he needs tractor work at his house. And they got like 4 houses or something. I don't know. Buena Vista.
Okay.
Yeah.
With the noises, the facial expressions, the tongue, the fake tears, it was a narcissistic episode for Hoda Kotb.
Hoda Kotb? Hoda Kotb?
Like, not much can shock me.
Santa Barbara. That sounds fun, Donna. I want to go to Santa Barbara.
Yeah, it's beautiful down there.
And bring my kayaks.
But that shocked me. Hoda's demeanor, like this, if there's ever a time when it is not about you, I understand this is difficult for the players on the Today Show, but the guttural noises, and I was speaking with Mark about the way, even if you look at the framing of that interview, Hoda's like leaning herself into the frame. She just keeps, I'm getting into this story. I will be part of this story. And it's sort of, I think you and I were also talking about this, the way in which Hoda seems it really matters to her that the rest of America knows that she and Savannah are friends.
Yeah.
We're best friends.
Did you show that interview? The Hoda interview?
You're my age, Cindy Lou. Yeah, part of it.
We know they're not.
They're not.
We know Savannah can't stand her. But, and
oh, this one.
Look at Hoda.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I didn't know that.
Possibly could have happened. Like, what could have happened? What?
Rubbing her eyes, no tears. Rubbing her hair.
I know. I remember that. I was thinking,
her tongue's flicking in and out like a lizard.
Why does she keep wiping her face?
Because she's trying to be all buddy with Savannah. Yeah. Savannah doesn't like this woman at all. Hasn't seen her. She hasn't been in contact with the whole time.
What went down?
And he said, I think she's been kidnapped for ransom. And I said,
yeah. Look at this facial.
I'm sorry, sweetie, but yeah, maybe. But I knew that.
You did.
I'm sorry to my sister and my brother.
Oh, Savannah, you did.
And my kids.
How were you able to do that in that moment?
And I haven't
There are no tears.
posted one thing or said one
Banter.
thing that the three of us haven't decided together. It is surreal.
Your tongue?
Yes.
It's catching flies right there. Did you see that?
Decided together. It is surreal. It's
Twice. Twice she did it.
But you know what? I don't think they need to rip her apart.
together. It is surreal. It's
I mean, it was a weird interview, but I think just
how is it possible
You're in November. What's your birthday in November?
that we are having to make a video speaking to a kidnapper who took an 84-year-old woman in the dead of night?
Actually, like not much can shock me, but that shocked me. Hoda's demeanor, like this, if there's ever a time when it is not about you, I understand this is difficult for the players on the Today Show, but the guttural noises, and I was speaking with Mark about the way, even if you look at the framing of that interview, Hoda's like leaning herself into the frame. She just keeps, I'm getting into this story. I will be part of this story. And it's sort of, I think you and I were also talking about this, the way in which Hoda seems really, it really matters to her that the rest of America knows that she and Savannah are friends.
Yeah.
We know they're not.
They're not.
We know Savannah can't stand her, but you know, and this is the thing you're not supposed to say.
Isn't Mrs. MAB beautiful?
oh, stop.
Look at her. Hold on.
No, we're not going close. I just
Hey!
took off all my makeup. What?
Now look. You got coverage up here. Come here.
I got what?
Bring your
You
face
got the
up.
filter?
Yeah.
Then you lied.
I did not.
There's no filter.
There is a filter.
There's not a filter.
Why don't you see my... There is a filter. Watch.
But not on me. If I get...
See how my wrinkles go away? Bang.
Yep. But it's not on me. It's just on you.
You put your head right there. Oh,
It's not on me.
that's on you.
It's not. Oh, Kim, 16 years.
16 years.
Yep. Handsome Mabs.
Yeah,
Yep.
handsome MABSTA.
My sweetie.
He's losing his hair. Not gray
It's
though.
okay. I'm losing my hair too. This is
Still
nothing
brown.
compared to what I used to have.
I'm going-
Right, Donna, permanent filter.
I'm
Yeah.
going to Turkey to get my hair plugs. Where is that?
And
No,
I'm getting in the shower.
all right.
All right.
Let's see that. 34 years. Holy mackerel.
What?
My first wife, I was married 6 years and 8 months. And if it was any more than, if it would have been 7 years, I would have been screwed. We got divorced just in time, so I wouldn't have to pay alimony or child alimony. The child did not want to go with her, so the child stayed with me, and I raised her from like 11 to 32, which she is now. November 3rd, mine's November 25th. Keisha's single and loving it. She's out partying.
What is Savannah doing? What is she doing with this?
It was too soon.
It not only was it too soon.
Turkey for hair plugs. You got hair now? I know a guy, 2 guys who did that, and they have hair now. The guy was like bald, and now he has a full head of hair.
But she is playing part of this game, right? Oh, it's going to be Hoda. Give me the questions. I know what we're going to say. I can't stand this woman. She wants to be friends with me. I'm going to abide this because I need to clear the runway for my return.
For my return. She has to participate in the theater.
And what was that like end of the interview, that 10 minutes at the end, it was sort of like, it felt like, yeah, now I have to come back. I'm like habituating the rest of us. It shouldn't matter really what we think. It's her decision.
Yeah. Yeah. The Hoda Kotb weirdness in her physicality translated into weirdness in her comments and her sounds and even her questions. There was one question, tell us about your mommy.
Mommy? Tell us about your mommy? I am on my second marriage and I got my daughter. Sweet. Oh, you damn it. I forgot to share it because I went big. Sorry. Sorry. MAB makes mistakes.
Rest of us, it shouldn't matter really what we think. It's her decision.
Yeah. Yeah. The Hoda Kotb weirdness in her physicality.
Short legs. What did you say last night? Short legs. Something. I don't remember what it was, but I was rewatching the video and something about, I don't know. But welcome, short legs. Good to see you, sweetie. Fake. Yeah.
Translated into weirdness in her comments and her sounds and even her questions. There was one question, tell us about your mommy.
Oh, I hate that.
All right. Now, to me, it's always a little jarring when an adult person is referring to their parents as mommy and daddy, but I realize people do that. I'm not one of them, but I realize.
I call my mom Mom and my dad Dad and my stepdad Bob and my stepmother Carol because they're not my mom or dad.
Likewise.
Some people do that, but that is just for Savannah to say. Like you don't then, as the interviewer, adopt that terminology like you are interviewing a 3-year-old, right? Like, tell us about your mom. That would be okay. My skin was crawling with the Hoda because it was once again evidence of her over familiarity, right? For effect.
Yes, the over familiarity. It's Meghan Markle adjacent. You know, we are all highly attuned to this stuff, to artifice, to forced intimacy.
Yes.
And it just makes us uncomfortable for many, many reasons. I felt watching that interview was really strange. I felt like this is stuff I shouldn't be seeing.
Yep.
But they're forcing it. They're putting it on camera. So why not? Like, I don't.
No, we are totally within.
Oh. Epstein? You can say it here.
Our rights to be discussing it. They put it out there.
I agree completely. But I'm just saying, as a viewer, you know, watching Savannah, rarely do we see emotion that raw in the public domain.
Thanks for watching this clip. If you're new here.
Shut up. All right. That was that. Now, let me give my warnings just in case. Everything here is speculation. All the chatters, we're all just speculating on possibilities in the Savannah Guthrie, Nancy Guthrie abduction / kidnapping, and porch guy. Now, porch guy, there's a good chance it's Rod or what the hell is his name? Roger Aaron Lopez. I think that's his name. But there's another guy, Rick Straus, and Isaac Straus is like some kind of psychotic maniac. Now, I want to look at some of the up close things in this video here. Now, we've already seen this guy here. Hold on.
Might need to turn it a little bit. So that was first time I saw it was on Another Realm T. At Another Realm T. That's the YouTube channel. Thank you, Brian. And one of the sleuth crew members sent it to me and was like, yo, you got to check this out, dude. And she tipped it in. So
not a female, damn it. I'm porch guy. I'm not a female. So he could be porch guy. I did this twice.
She's one of the 4 people that I know of that tipped it in. She's like, yeah, I tipped it in too.
4 people that tipped it in.
Her live stream was about where's Nancy and who's the killer. You know, where could he be? And I think she's a psychic or a medium or something like that.
Yeah.
And she's like, kind of having a discussion, you know, Nancy, where could she possibly be? And this guy pops up out of nowhere. He's all pissed off. Stop saying I'm a female, right? Everybody keeps saying the masked man looks like like it could be a female. And I agree because they have very feminine arms. Very slender. You know what I mean? Well, usually tweakers are very slender too. You know what I mean? Heroin addicts are quite skinny.
And I think this guy.
So the masked man had a walkie-talkie and some wires plugged into it. Let me show you guys this. Who's he talking to? Who was he communicating with?
Yeah, I did have a headset on, I believe. He had a headset on. This guy wears a headset everywhere.
Because you have to be careful with the way that the light plays off of certain material. Here, and I'll show you what I mean. For instance, like that stripe going across his chest. See right here, it kind of looks like there might be like a stripe going down or something like that. Like, oh man, what is that?
It's well, then this Nest camera is black and white and it's infrared at night, so it does all kinds of funky the old gray goat, what's up? Sub up if you're not subbed up, y'all. It's the last time I'm going to say it, damn it. Yeah, cancer and cardiology for the picture sign behind him, yes. I don't know if this guy's in healthcare even. He might be in healthcare or a nurse.
Is that a logo? But really, it's just the fabric moving and causing the light to reflect a little bit differently. The angle. But what I wanted to show you guys is this. It's a little bit further over. It's right when he kind of turns around. Yeah, is that it? Yeah, right there. Kind of looks like a rattlesnake rattle, huh? Right here. These damn snakes.
Wait a minute, what was that? Right there. What is this thing? I thought it was a stick with wires wrapped around it like a garrote.
I don't know if you guys can see that or not.
That may be something with wires wrapped around it, or it may be the wires, you know, the wires that, like the old telephone wires that were curled, like a microphone would have, that would stretch. Could be one of those.
You know what I think that is? I think it's a cable.
The cable.
I think it's like a USB-C cable, either hooked into a battery, or it might even be a cable that goes into an earpiece, plugged into the walkie-talkie.
Yeah. Definitely think he's wearing communication headset. Because he wears headsets in all of his pictures.
So that wire is like, either it's coiled, and the only reason it looks flat like this is because maybe the motion blur, or he has the cable kind of wrapped around something. Right here.
Maybe I can make it bigger for you guys. I don't know.
So what it is, it's some kind of a cable. I thought maybe even paracord.
Could be wire for Garrett, or it could be a cord for communications. It's probably a communications cord. Right there. Should probably take a snapshot of that. Hold on. What the hell? Get back here. I have an app here. Here we go. Bam. All right. Hmm. I'll show it to you in a little bit. Let me throw in my pictures real quick.
So what it is, it's some kind of a cable. I thought maybe even paracord.
What are you doing, buddy? Are you locked in here somehow? I got a big fat dog here, wanting loving. He's a big 90-pound hog. All he cares about is treats. Uh, yeah, that's some kind of a cable.
You see how it's kind of wrapped around?
That's even a better picture. Hold on, let me screenshot that real quick. Sorry, you guys. Yeah, you know, there's a lot of shit in here you don't see, right? You don't notice a lot of this crap until you really look at it. This looks very strange. There's a cord right here and it's wrapped around here. He definitely is wearing a headset. And if you look at this guy, almost in every picture he has a headset on.
So it could even be like something that he's going to use to attempt to strangle somebody.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking before. It could be wire, as in a Garrett, where piano wire. Could be that, or a cord. He could be using it for the unthinkable. And either one or both. I know he's got a communication device. Or a dog collar? No, I don't see it being a dog collar. You mean wrapped around this way? Like this way? I don't think so. But...
Right? He's got this cable wrapped around a stick. And he pulls it out of his pocket and he kind of unwraps it. Now he has two sticks in his hand that have like a cable around it, or a cable tied to each stick, and the cable sticking through the middle of his fingers.
Yeah, that could be a Garrett for sure. Shock collar, dog collar. Lanyard for the device in his pocket. Looks like a leash. Damn.
That way, when you wrap it around the neck, you can twist it. I think that's something similar to what happened with JonBenet Ramsey. There's a word for that. What's the name of that? It's a certain kind of like where you keep spinning it and it gets tighter and tighter and tighter.
It's called a Garrett. It's Garrett. Right? Garrot. Garrett.
See, so to me, it looks like a cable or a cord. Yeah, I wouldn't call it a cable. It's a cord, I think. Probably for an earpiece or to a battery. Because look, he has something in his pocket too. You see that? It's kind of like a bulge right here. But it appears he has something plugged into it. Let's see if I can get closer on that.
Yeah, this dude is wired for sound. A Garrett. Exactly, Cool and Chris. You got it, girl. Garrett. The old gray goat, Garrett. We're the goats here, goat. We are the goats. A Garrot. Garrett or Garrett? Garrett.
See this object right here? I think he might, either this cable is going into this cord, or he has this cable hooked up to an earpiece, and then this cord right here is plugged in to the jammer in his bag. He's using it to power it. You see this large battery? Well, it appears to have something kind of plugged into it with a wire going underneath the jacket. Right here.
So I think he's got a jammer and a walkie-talkie, and he's wired for sound, this guy. You're the Billy Goat Gruff in disguise. We're the goats around here. MAB's the goat. He's the goat, the greatest of all time.
Oh, here's a good view. See it? You see how it's plugged in right there? And then you can even see the logo from the clothing that he has on underneath that layer. Can you guys see that or no?
No.
So he's wearing two layers of clothes. And you can actually see a logo peeking out right here. Here, let's take a screenshot of that. I'm gonna probably want to save that anyway. It's the first time I've seen that.
Doing the same shit.
Let's see battery pack. So somebody that's constantly like on the go, they know all about batteries and the power that you can get from batteries these days.
Yeah, I got a battery.
I could literally hook my Starlink up to the back of my jacket and walk with my laptop out if I wanted to.
You got a Starlink? I need a Starlink. I want a Starlink. Forgot the tag. It's Minnie Pearl with the tags on her hat. A lot of you youngsters won't know who Minnie Pearl is.
All right, let's take a look at that. Let's see.
All right, Ben.
Where'd I put it?
Howdy.
Okay, I want to see if we can zoom in on this logo. It's much clearer on the original, but it almost looks like a Dickies logo.
Dickies. Dickies pants.
Yeah, you can't really see it. It's too degraded once you screenshot it. Here, let me see if I can zoom in a little bit more. That's it. That's all I got. But right here.
I've never seen this shit.
What is that?
Some wild shit is what it is. Colorado. Do you think that guy from Colorado that hit the elk and killed those 3 women, Orly Buchanan, 5150? Do you think? Did you hear about that guy in Colorado that hit the elk? He was up in Arizona, probably near Tucson, and he was freaking out. He was going back to Missouri or something. He hit an elk. He got his truck towed somewhere, and he flipped out, was trying to get a car, needed to get back to Missouri, killed 2 women on a trailhead somewhere, stole their car, and then killed another lady and stole her car, and got busted. Excuse me. No, you haven't seen that. Well, there was a guy in Colorado. It was one of sleuths a long time ago. I mean, it was a while ago. Sleuths. One of his videos we saw that this guy killed 3 people. And there's a good chance he was in Arizona and did that. And he was, Ralph showed him coming into Arizona. Yes, Pamela Price. Yes. And he killed those 3 women for no reason because he was freaking out, trying to get back to Missouri from whatever he did in Arizona, right? He just happened to hit an elk. It screwed his whole plan up. And so he killed 3 women trying to get back to Missouri from something he did in Arizona.
Here's a good view of the ear. Yeah, he's got like some kind of earpiece on.
Yeah, the earpiece that Ronald wears. Ronald Aaron Lopez wears that. I'm pretty sure he's Porch guy. I think I know who the other guy is too.
Or a fucked up ear.
Cauliflower ear. If we go, let's see. Let's look at something real quick here. Let's look up Doug. Okay, this is the one here. We'll watch this in a minute, but let's jump back and forth. Let's do that. I can do this. I can say share this tab instead. Bam.
Parental guidance is suggested. Nancy.
Okay, here's the situation.
She has a great time. They give her a ride back.
She's had a couple glasses of wine. She's kind of buzzed, right? She's coming back from Tommaso's. Tommaso has her in the car. Tommaso pulls up where he always does. Yeah. Yeah. He's got a lot of shit going on, but here, I think here's the situation. Tommaso and Annie have her over. They're doing their game night. You know, they drink a few glasses of wine, right? Nancy's buzzed. Tommaso brings her back. She's tired, right?
And at 9:40,
At 9:48, Tommaso pulls up and hits his phone thing on his phone that opens her door, because he has the keys to her house and her front door, back door, everything.
8, they get back, they open the garage door.
He knows where all the cameras are. Yeah. If I was 84, I would be getting buzzed all the time. Yes, Wild Wonder, you're right. So the garage door opens. Tommaso, as soon as Nancy walks in back garage to the house door, she hits the button right on the side, right, big square button. She hits it, goes in, closes the door. And all Tommaso has to do is sit in his car and wait until she closes that door. At that point, she's in. And all he has to do is get out of the car and walk under the door as it's closing.
And she goes in.
He's walking in right now. She walks over to the door, hits the square thing before the damn thing's barely up before she hits that door. It's 2 minutes, so that's an eternity for that door to be open.
2 minutes.
2 minutes. Start a timer on your watch or your phone for 2 minutes. See how long that is. That is an eternity for a garage door to come up.
Minutes later, 9.
Buck Owens did hee-haw. Haw, haw, haw. Minnie Pearl, Buck Owens. You remember them? And Roy Rogers.
9:50, the garage door closes.
Why does it take so long?
I don't know. 2 minutes is a long time, huh?
So maybe is it an automatic thing?
No.
No.
She hits the button, you know, like we hit the button when we go out
Yeah.
of the garage. By the time the door closes, we're already inside the house.
Right. It doesn't take very long.
No.
It's like 20 seconds.
No, it doesn't take very long. But we're still already inside the house before it closes all the way.
Well, it's only like 15 steps, but I mean...
But imagine if your house was that door. I mean, if you open that door and you're in your house and you close the door.
Right.
Yeah.
So they're saying she goes in the house and then waits 2 minutes to close the garage door?
No, she goes in her house and Tommaso...
Oh, he has the garage door opener?
He has a garage door opener on his phone that opens her garage door.
Oh.
Right?
Wouldn't she hear it?
She's in the car with him.
Oh, okay, wait, no, he drops her off, right?
He drops her off right in front of the garage. He hits the thing on his phone. The garage door opens.
She goes inside the house.
She walks in and gets into the house.
Mm-hmm.
She maybe hits the button as she walks in. Tommaso gets out of his car, goes into the garage while the garage door is shutting. She's already
inside the home.
She's already inside going to the bathroom to take her medication at 10 o'clock. It's 10 minutes. So she takes it 10 minutes early, maybe.
So they're thinking that he was hiding in the garage.
I think
or
he
probably let somebody else in.
No, he hid in the garage.
He hid in the garage
for 20 minutes, and then he got into. Once she went to bed, he went in, propped both doors open, and then drove home. Then my two guys came and did their thing.
It's really dark out. Actually, it's darker than this photo. This photo was lit up just so you could see the house and see that dark entrance. that's where we'll have a problem in a few minutes. Nancy is sleeping. It's now 1:47 a.m. and someone's at her front door.
It's Roger.
I don't know how he didn't know to block himself with a towel or a cardboard or something coming up to the Nest doorbell camera. You would think he must not be professional. He goes out and rips flowers out of the ground to try to block the camera. He must not think the night vision can see him right now. And he's got to get up close with the flowers, which makes no sense. If he planned this out, he should have had something, turned his head back and walked up with his hand just like that, but far away with his head.
Does Ronald Aaron Lopez own a white Kia Soul? Hoda. Risa Joe loves Dan.
Justice Jane.
Sweetie just chilling. What is up? Good to see you. Sub up, y'all. We're going from 3,000. 3,000.
Turned. He should have been prepared. Obviously, he wasn't prepared.
Thanks, Justice Jane.
I don't think this guy knows what he's doing. And notice how he...
In my opinion, this is Ronald Aaron Lopez right here. But the other guy, I think, is two backpack guy. Is the other guy. And I believe their ring camera was off.
He tilts sideways. And notice the shape of the backpack. Someone said when he reaches up, you can see a tattoo on his arm, but that's really, it's
kind of, let's see. Okay, we were here. So now we're looking at Ronald always wears a headset, always. And he has those eyes, big giant eyes like that. And it looks like, so I found out what flashlight they were doing. Let me grab the flashlight spec real quick. It's a mini something. Hold on. Yeah. So I think the mouth light is called an O-Light 1 Mini 2. And I'll show you what it looks like. Hold on. Do this real quick. Okay, so this is a flashlight. What the hell happened? No, I didn't want that. Instant light anywhere. And you can do it with your mouth, I think. Hands free. Hands free tiny light. Yeah, this is, I believe this is the light here. Anyway. That's the one where we're at. No. Here we are. Can you guys hear me? Does it lost audio? Five? Probably does. Oh, you can hear, yeah, good. Because it said your browser lost connection, blah, blah, blah. Pocket Mate 325. But those probably, oh, Mama for Coffee. Okay, the video you were talking about, Mama for a Coffee. Did you send it to me before? Because I think I saw it. I mean, I got it before. If your name is whatever. Thanks. I got, let's see, is it, no, Teresa? Anyway. Thank you for sending that. No, it's not a trucker. It's not a trucker, it's an emmer effer. He's got an ear. I think this guy is wired for sound. Membership option? No membership options? There should be. I'll have to check tonight. I'll make a note among my freaking 35 yellow sticky notes. I thought it's that for sure. Mrs. Mab. Thanks, honey. You just gave 30% of that to YouTube. Should have hit my Cash App.
I don't know where it is.
What?
The Cash App.
It's.
Oh, is it at the bottom? No.
No, it's right. Right here.
Oh my gosh.
What?
Smell for coffee. I don't know how to get them.
Thank you so much. MAB done knocked down $20. Starting to train here, Mama.
I don't know where the other Cash App.
Cash App, MAB Investigates, Venmo at MAB Investigates. Very simple.
But there isn't a way to like push a button and get there. You have to enter it yourself. Okay.
You have to type it out.
Okay.
You could say at or cash. Like this. So what I was this thing right
Pause it.
is down here is a microphone. It's not a soul patch.
That's not his bite light.
No, his bite light's in his mouth.
That looks like that's his mouth.
That is his mouth.
Right.
But the light's in his mouth.
Right. That's the light that we're seeing.
No, we're not seeing the light. We're seeing what we're calling
so they're thinking that that's something else.
I think part of it is a microphone.
Looks like lipstick.
This?
Yeah. Hmm.
Just found Ronald on Instagram. I have his Instagram right here. He only has 2, 3, 4 posts. He has 4 posts, 126 followers, and he's following 1,403. Might as well follow him, huh?
Weird.
What just happened?
Looks like an ad.
Yeah.
Thank you, Melissa.
Melissa Crockett.
Thank you.
You're so sweet,
Thank
Melissa.
you. Fresh out of the shower.
Uh-oh, you're going to be in trouble later on.
Uh-oh.
Or he has a... No. He has a headset. Earpiece. He has an ear... See this, honey?
Right.
This here.
Oh.
It's Porch Guy.
We think it's Porch Guy.
I think it's Porch Guy.
So not the other guy now.
No, I think he was part of it too. Okay, let's watch. Let's see. His ear. Right here is this earpiece right here. This is Ronald right here. We can even zoom it in, right?
I wonder if he has colored eyes.
He could have colored eye.
Because you can see his eyes behind his sunglasses and they almost look blue or gray or something. Like, What you doing?
Pull these into my photos.
Okay.
Where are we at here? I think it's this one.
Oh.
This is where he sent his coordinates from. This guy's creepy. Yeah.
Thank you, Cool and Chris.
Chris. Thanks, darling.
So, hmm.
I think it's like 6'6". See, and then he has an
Everybody wears those earpieces now.
I don't wear an earpiece.
Okay. Many people wear them. Especially guys. Like, I don't know if it's a...
I don't know.
Donna Clark, me too.
I hope my Cash App went to the correct place. So do I.
Thank you, Donna.
There's a dog's head on my legs. Oh my God. My mouse is acting up too.
So it looks to me Nancy's family doesn't want her found. They aren't out there looking for her. Yeah, that's weird. That's
Nobody's
been
looking
mentioned
for
before.
her.
Like, why haven't they hired a private investigator?
Kozan, you're exactly right.
His neck is covered because it's fake. It's the same face over and over that has expressions changed.
Hands free, exactly, Darby. I don't think they want anybody looking for her because she's not lost. You know what I'm saying? She's alive.
I hope so.
But she's just being hidden because she was about to be kidnapped or about to be killed. So they moved her and they did some... Thanks, Adam. All right, well, I was only supposed to be on here for like a little while, but
I guess we're not doing our taxes tonight.
probably not.
Probably not. Okay, I gotta draw my thing.
But I will have them done by Wednesday.
Okay.
Maybe.
No.
Oh. See this earpiece here, and then there's a microphone right here. You can flip it right up to here. That's this black thing that I thought that was the deal there. And plus, he's always got his neck covered, and he always has an earpiece. Why is that? There it is. His earpiece right there. But he brings it up to here when he's using it. And that's the black soul patch, in my opinion. Yeah, down here too. And it already plugs in. What connection do we have? He's calling in channels and saying, I'm not a woman, I'm not a woman. Pissed off that people are calling him a woman. He's done it 4 times on different channels that are talking about Nancy Guthrie. He goes on there and makes a comment. SOS. Coordinates. He's in like Washington, D.C. He's always like, they think it's funny. The FBI thinks it's funny. Nancy probably didn't think it was funny if she even got kidnapped. It definitely has the right kind of eyes. But if you have a bite like in your mouth, you're not gonna, your lips are gonna look totally different. In some kind of medical facility, right? Do you work there? Is you a nurse, traveling nurse? Is he a traveling nurse or something? What's this? I'm at a bus stop. Rise Road and North Capitol Street. DC about to board a bus, Route M60 towards Plum Orchard. My name is Ronald Aaron Lopez. SOS! Come get me. Cops are laughing their asses off. This is a different one. This is 1, 2, and the other one was the one where it says I'm not. Oh, here it is. I'm not a female. This is from another one, and this is from another one. That's 3. He's reaching out for help. I don't think he's trying to be famous. Who the hell would want to be in jail? He's an idiot. This is his Instagram right here. He only has 4 posts on it. But he must have a Facebook or something, because Doug has something from Doug has a bunch of different. So yeah, ring cams can be off by an hour easily, but cops don't give a shit. So I think it's this guy and this guy. Oh shit! What happened? So it's that guy or this guy. This is 2 backpack guys right here. Now I used AI to get the frontal view of this guy. From How did I get knocked out? There's a video of a psychic that said one of the guys that did it is in business and is a closet guy, very feminine and private and sweet in public, and everyone will be shocked at who it is. Email me, MAB Investigates at gmail.com. Email me, Lynn. Email me so I can find that out. Okay, I don't give a shit. So, anyway, where was I? I was sharing the screen and then
What happened?
crashed on me for some reason.
Oh.
So this is who I had up right here. And then this is the other guy. I think these two guys did it. And one of them came from this is that two backpack guy right here. Notice the knobs above his nose and how his nose sticks out so far. And then this guy. Whoa. Same two knobs, the same nose. So two backpack guy has a car, and it's a blue Nissan Rogue with a janky ass white broken screen on the top of it. I don't need that one. This is two backpack guy, shaved head, and from the car on the right, on the left is the two backpack guy. So I believe it's that guy. So what happened here? What's going on? But he has a bunch of different.
I guess I can always screenshot it from here. So this is some conversation between him. He says, I dial 911 and Baskin Robbins answers until I have someone to do it in front of them. You send, say, an ambulance because I'm in dire need of medical assistance. Then they ask for ID and all these things. Then before I pass out, they say, we are not a taxi. Service. Proud.
What? Your SMS was this guy's nuts. And it's not just, yeah, he's nuts. It's not just that he wants attention. This is his actual text.
Question mark. It says here, your SMS was received by 911. Please stand by for assistance. Right? So here's another like manic situation. Please provide location of emergency, including post directional of address. And then he says, wherever my human rights aren't available. So basically everywhere you are malfunctions. Excuse me, I'm gonna put you on mute real quick. I got a frog in my throat. Agreements being endlessly violated are not something that ends. That's it. Ends with
more than police and ambulance contact countries who sent billions being held for me to turn yourself in, or I assure you crimes against humanity and the Geneva Convention agreements are being endlessly violated are not something that ends without something with the tops of the letters that you can't see. What the hell keeps going on here with these stupid flashlights? Yeah, you can't see that. Oh, let's see. He's got more pictures of this guy. There's the Karens. This is the chick that was hassling Dolly right here. This Karen here, freak. How many tabs do I got going here? That's bizarre. Okay. All right.
That caused this, that went and complained to everybody, and they put up signs saying to leave and get out of here. I feel like they don't care about Nancy. You know what? Some of these neighbors refuse to give the police their videos, their security cameras, so they couldn't even look to see if they have extra footage to find out who this is. Wouldn't even help out. And some of these Karens, you know, they're making this a cold case by pushing everyone out and get out of here. If it was Karen that was kidnapped, she would definitely want someone to look. And if it was her mother, she would want the media to stay there. I can guarantee it, because I know I would. Listen, if the person that did this is listening.
Okay, Doug, we got it. All right, here we are again. We saw this already, though.
without something. So it sounds like he's upset about the scamdemic and how they were kind of using these shots, using us like experimental beagles or something. You know, they thought we were beagles, and then they could experiment on us.
They didn't experiment on the MABSTA, I can tell you that. I got a cold from that. It lasted about 3 days.
Oh shit, there's a good one. You got.
Oh wait.
Did you see that? Oh shit, there's a good one. You got.
Ah. Stop it at the right time.
Carryover military attorney grade Wi-Fi interference. Kelly, email that to me. You guys got it. Send it to my email. Show me a picture or a link or something, and I'll pull it up on the screen.
Okay, there's got its full set of shit on. Get that. He's got his full freaking communications outfit going here. Slide this into my pictures real quick. God darn it. Knock it off. All right. Got it.
Oh shit, there's a good one. You guys, did you see that? That's the money shot.
I did what I just did.
We need to compare this one. I'm not a girl, he said. I'm not female.
I'm not female, but I sure damn look female. It's cords and headsets, all kinds of shit down here. I'm gonna have to look at it harder to find out what the hell. Tina, the caregiver from Iran. Yeah, Tima Abanusi, but I don't think that has anything to do with it. I looked into the Iranian thing. I ain't buying it.
I am that I am that I am.
And I am that
I am, I am, I am.
in my balls.
I don't know, you guys be the judge.
All right, well, the other guy is this crazy sumbitch. Hold on. My mouse is acting crazy. We'll end with this.
Good Thursday to you. We're coming on here with some breaking news in Arizona, where the Pima County Sheriff is about to provide an update on the disappearance of 84-year-old Nancy Guthrie, the mother of our dear friend and colleague, Savannah. Let's listen in.
I hope you've been kind of informed of the rules. That I'm going to try to get as many, if not all of you, an opportunity to ask a question. But last time we tried this, it was just kind of chaotic, people yelling. So I'd ask that you just kind of be patient with me. Pay attention to the questions asked.
Dumbass! Nobody likes you. Get the hell out of freaking Tucson.
Sometimes you guys want to ask the same question twice, and you get the same answer. So help yourself get.
Yeah, she has enough money to do anything. Laura Calvert, hello, darling. God, I love
what you can out of this. I'm going to give you one question and a follow-up.
A recent presser. Effing sharing makes me sick. Does me too.
Okay, but before we get there, I do have some comments. First of all, I want to begin by offering our condolences to our partners at the state Department of Public Safety's tragically lost 2 members last night in a helicopter crash up in northern Arizona. So if you would keep them in your prayers, Colonel Glover and his team, I'm sure, would have greatly appreciated it. Along the same lines, I think you all saw last night, I'm trying to speak up, not yell, because apparently I talk soft.
You're an idiot. That's what you are. Hold on, guys. I'll be right back.
Saw last night the family, they just hurt, understandably so. And so I really want you to know this entire team here, those behind me, and our community are hurting with you. We really just want mom back. Okay. Right now, we believe Nancy is still out there. We want her home. Our department, the sheriff's department, along with all of our partners at the FBI, have been working around the clock. And we just want her home and find a way to get to the bottom of all of this, just as you do. But I have other partners out there who have stepped up, and you've probably noticed them in the last few days, if not the last few hours, and you're going to see more of that. Well, I've made a decision to contact our PCRIT team, and those of you not local, that's our Pima Regional Critical Incident Team. It's made up of law enforcement officers from this entire valley. Pasquayaki Police Department, Tucson Police Department, Marana Police Department, Oro Valley Police Department, Pima College Police Department, this is Tucson International Police Department, Sarita Police Department. There's so many of them, and they are going to help us tremendously. And that's really done because we have so much in front of us still, and we're hoping that, I know the FBI has committed a very large number of men and women to partner with us, work side by side with us. We go do an interview, they're going to be there with us. We're going to go look at some evidence or process evidence, they're going to be right there with us. We're sharing every piece of information, all the data we can to get this thing solved. And it's important that my partners in law enforcement know and understand their roles, because it is very large, complex investigation with a lot of moving parts. And we're at that phase now where sometimes we're waiting, right? We're waiting for analysis, we're waiting for lab reports. But even then, when they come back quickly, for example,
we're waiting for your ass to resign is what we're waiting for. Holy shit. Homicide supervisor has never solved a homicide and never even seen a homicide in his whole damn life. Good Lord, those FBI guys want to kick the shit out of him. I'm sure. Holy shit, this guy's an idiot.
Example, some DNA. We rushed what we thought was the best target for DNA. We did a rush through and got some.
We rushed it through to the wrong lab, and we
that back. The results.
This guy's just a freaking egotistical maniac. He needs to just resign, for God's sake. If you want to help Nancy Guthrie, holy shit. Everything just went blank. Everything just went white. Everything stopped. I got to reload. Yeah, I don't know what happens, but everything just goes black. It goes, including this.
Blood on the porch. That was one we did. It came back to Nancy. That's what we know. But there's still more items that have been submitted. We just haven't got them back yet. But in the meantime, we're not just sitting on our haunches waiting. We do have a number of leads coming in, and that's why we brought in the FBI for one, but PCRIT as well, to be able to get out there and handle these leads as they come in as quickly and as expeditiously as we can. Every single lead is looked at, every one of them. And so we're gearing up. You probably have some questions about what you've seen in the last couple of days. I'll gladly answer those at that time. But it really is about getting our partners out there. To be fair, when we went to that scene the first night, Saturday night, it was just us. Since then, the FBI and others have asked, can we go and see it as well?
We treated it as a runaway woman. We didn't treat it as a homicide, even though there was blood in the foyer, and there was blood on the porch, and there wasn't any old lady around who couldn't walk more than 150 yards. We spent 2 days searching around, tearing up the crime scene, wiping out all the footprints, touching everything in the house, throwing our gloves everywhere. acting like total dipshits and idiots. And then we decided to take it serious after we ruined everything. Look at the FBI guy back there. His eyes closed. He's like, please, God, help me. Oh, God, please help me.
And that's what you've been seeing. But it is a very important case to not just me and my team, but this entire community, all of our law enforcement partners. Suspects. I know there's been a lot out there about suspects, and I want to be very clear. At this time, we have not identified a suspect or a person of interest in this case. We're working our best to do that. But to be clear, we have nobody of interest or any suspects that you would consider a prime suspect.
What date was this? Holy crap. 1 month ago. And you still have no suspects.
We're just not there. We're not there yet.
We're just not there. We're never going to get there.
The timeline, I think we've got it on the board, do we not? This is a timeline that we have been able to develop with some of the things that we've had processed, various pieces of electronics that we've gathered. And you look at some of this, and I know you're going to say, well, why did it take you so long to get this to us, Sheriff? Well, because one thing, it's got to go out and be processed at different lab sites. And sometimes that stuff comes back to us. And like you, we have questions. And we say,
it doesn't take a genius to know that she went at 5:32 to her family's house. Family dropped her off. Garage door opens, garage door closes, doorbell disconnects. All that shit you could have found in the first 2 hours.
wait a minute, what is this about? What about this? Could it be that? And so it's sent back or it's sent somewhere else. So, and that's happening with all of the things we see, that process, that review, and that questioning of, all right.
We just screw everything up. SoCal Outdoors 4x4 recalled Nanus. I agree. Sub up the MABSTA.
What is it we're looking at? So I'll go over it with you. You can see it on the board there, but at about 5:32 p.m., these are approximate times. 5:32 p.m., Nancy travels to the doorbell camera. It was removed, we know that, but we're not confirming that any cameras were smashed or destroyed around the house. I don't know where that came from, but that's something we're not confirming. The car, the car that was at the home, it's just standard investigative practices. It's part of the search warrant.
Did you forensically process the garage? No, not at all. Why? Because we're idiots. We're total, complete bumfucks.
Court orders, we pull it out of there and do our scene processing with the vehicle. Uber, we did speak to a driver because Nancy, we learned, had been taking the Uber to the family residence, the daughter, for dinner. And
why didn't Tommaso pick her up, lazy ass? Holy crap, poor lady. Family makes her take an Uber? Good Lord. Oh, I'm not going to get too skinny. I still got a big ass fat belly right here I got to get rid of. I'm only 193 pounds and I'm 5'8". I should weigh 180 pounds. Got another 15 or 20 pounds to lose.
Located that driver and spoke with them and got that information. The house, you guys got this, I think, conducting follow-up. I think you said somebody had mentioned that they saw a team out there again last night or yesterday, and that's just, again, what I was talking about before. Our partners wanted a chance to see it and examine things themselves and more.
Our partners wanted a chance to process it correctly after you guys screwed the pooch.
Importantly, it's just we're constantly following up on things and go, hey, what about this? So we want to go back and check on some things.
Great, SoCal girl. If it was my mother, I wouldn't be letting no damn Uber driver drive her around, robbing her and shit.
Here's the other thing. Someone had mentioned there was forced entry. I have no clue where that comes from. We have been very consistent. We are not discussing that at all, whether it's forced entry or not forced entry. That is something we're just not discussing. So I don't know where anybody got that information. I think I am about done with my piece of this. I'm going to bring up here Heath Yankee, and I think you know him if you haven't been here. John Edwards is the assistant agent in charge with the FBI here at the Tucson office. Heath
Thank God, the Tucson.
Yankee is the special agent in charge for the state of Arizona out of Phoenix, and he will come up and speak.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sheriff. Hello, I'm Heath Yankee, the special agent in charge of the FBI's Phoenix division. First, I want to let the Guthrie family know that our hearts are heavy for them. After seeing your message last night, it is clear that you and your family are in pain. Please know that we are doing everything to bring your mother home. The FBI is now working this case jointly with the Pima County Sheriff's Department, and we're going to start today by announcing a $50,000 reward for information leading to the recovery of Nancy Guthrie and or the arrest and conviction of anyone involved in her disappearance. And this will be the missing persons with the reward that will be going out. The FBI has agents, analysts, and professional staff employees working day and night with our partners at the Sheriff's Department. We have deployed additional intelligence and agents from our Phoenix office. We have brought in our critical incident response group from Quantico, Virginia. Members from our cellular analysis survey team are here, and they continue to collect.
Yeah, they were drunk. Tommaso was already wasted probably when he brought her home. Hey, Sarah Shields. Good to see you, sweetie.
And process digital information. We are actively reviewing and analyzing information from all digital sources, which includes banks, social media companies, phone companies, and any other organizations where a digital footprint could have been captured. All this information provides data points and helps put the picture together. And we will be in the community continuing to conduct a thorough investigation with our partners.
And these Karens refuse to give video footage, refuse to cooperate with the FBI. That bitch should be kicked out of the HOA for sure. That Karen, oh my God, what a trashy woman.
Partners. You heard about us out there last night. We will be back out there today. I would ask the media, give our investigators the space to do their jobs while they're out there. Next, regarding the ransom letter. We are aware of a ransom letter that was sent to the local media and then to national outlets. As with every lead, we are taking it seriously. We are in communication with the family. And while we advise and recommend from a law enforcement perspective, any action taken on any ransom is ultimately decided by the family.
Why the hell didn't they pay the ransom if they thought two of them were real? This bitch here ought to be kicked out of the neighborhood. She's a wicked woman. Just saying.
Thank you to those in the community that have called in tips. For anyone out there that may have information, no matter how small you think it may be, please report it. You can do so by calling 1-800-CALL-FBI or online at tips.fbi.gov. My next message is to those imposters who are trying to take advantage and profit from this situation. We will investigate and ensure you are held accountable for your actions. We have made one arrest related to an imposter ransom demand, and a complaint will be presented to a magistrate judge later today.
Well, guess who that was? That was Derek Colella. And guess who he knows? Personally, Annie and Tommaso. Damn. Are these people that freaking stupid that they couldn't track down that they've been playing in the same venues for years and years? And Colella is Secret Mutilator, whose DJ is DJ Mojito, Michael Mojito. And they've been playing in the same clubs time after time after time.
You will get more on that from the FBI and our U.S. Attorney's Office here in Arizona.
I think YouTubers are going to solve this case, is what I think. If it gets solved at all.
When it becomes available. To anyone that may be involved, Do the right thing. This is an 84-year-old grandma. This is an 84-year-old grandma that needs vital medication for her well-being. You still have the time to do the right thing before this becomes a worse, much worse scenario for you. Please return Nancy home. Thank you.
Thank you. And don't bring this dipshit back to the microphone, please. No!
Do you want to call him or do you want me to call him?
You can call him up.
Okay, so the first person we're going to start with the list is going to be NBC National, Liz Prince. Right here.
Can you walk us through that timeline from when you believe, if you look at this here, from 147 to 228, what you think happened there and what particular software would have detected somebody on camera?
That might be leading you in a particular direction.
You know, this is no different than any criminal investigation that we conduct here. Law enforcement has conducted investigations since 1865 here.
And you were probably there at the time, you old bastard.
In the county. We're always mindful of what it is that's in front of us and what we should release and can release. There's legal guidelines that guide us, proximates. So
Because of the active investigation, that might be leading you in a particular direction.
You know, this is no different than any criminal investigation that we conduct here. Law enforcement has conducted investigations since 1865 here in
1865. We've been. Oh, shit. I can't. I'm gonna puke. Oh my God. 5. Shit.
Pima County. We're always mindful of what it is that's in front of us and what we should release and can release. There's legal guidelines that guide us, but there's also strategy too. So, you know, I'll leave that for you to determine.
Now that you are having such an injection of manpower from the FEMA critical incident team and the FBI, we assume to bring that in at the outset. Should all of these resources been brought to bear sooner?
I guess that you know, it's Monday morning quarterbacking. I do it all the time, so you have the opportunity to do it for me. I'll take that hit.
Really? Well, you just said not too long ago that you didn't do a damn thing wrong.
CBS News, Jonathan Vigliotti.
Sheriff, over here, has there been any proof of life, and has there been any signs of life?
No.
I'm going to anything to deal with the ransom notes and that I would defer.
Why don't you just say no, you dumbass? Yes or no question.
To the FBI, but no, to my knowledge, we're still looking for Nancy.
And for my follow-up question, if I can speak with the special agent, what was it about this apparent ransom note that now 3 days on you first haven't been able to validate, and second, it warranted informing the Guthries of its existence?
So the ransom note that was sent out there, obviously every lead in this case, we are taking extremely serious. Given
one is presented to the family, why this one?
Because this was the ransom that came in and it had facts associated with a deadline, with a monetary value they were asking for. So at that point,
what were some of those facts, if you can, because there's been a lot of speculation, as you know, if you could set the record straight.
Yeah, the ransom itself, one talked about an Apple Watch and one talked about a floodlight. We're not going to go into specifics. It's very important that we keep this investigation moving forward, and we don't want to put more facts out there that others then can use to try to profit from this.
Who else we know about
Next, Ed Lavandera.
Agent, I want to follow up with you real quick on that. There have been, as far as we know, I think 3 ransom notes so far, 1 arrest. Are they all different? Or do you think there's different authors behind all of them? Or
so the one that went to the media.
Look Look at Nano's shaking his head like he knows what the hell is going on. What a dipshit.
Yeah, is the one we were currently investigating and working on.
Thanks,
The
Gary.
imposter that I talked about, where an arrest was made early this morning, that there will be more information. We believe there's no evidence to connect this to Nancy's case.
You're an idiot, because I connected it to Nancy's case directly to her son-in-law, personally. So if you didn't do that, you're an idiot too.
It was someone that was trying to profit from it, a total imposter.
And Sheriff, you started off the press conference by saying you believe that Nancy is still out there. Do you have reason to believe that she's still out there alive, or are you fearful of the worst case scenario here, that she won't be found alive?
Well, I'm certainly fearful of that. I think we all are. But it is we operate from a position that until we know she's out there, she's alive, and we're going to continue thinking that way until we find her.
Because you're an idiot. Dad's Gone Live is from Bakersfield, California.
Fox Digital, Mike Reese.
Yeah, sir. Mike Rose from Fox Digital. Sheriff, you said you've identified no suspects. Have you ruled out anyone she was with on Saturday night?
You know, we've talked to so many. I'm sure that my investigators have feelings about this one's clear or this one isn't. But no,
nobody's cleared to solve the case, idiot.
I wouldn't say anybody's ruled out yet, because what if I rule you out and then later I learn something else? No.
So
why'd you rule the family out then?
Follow-up. You mentioned that
you're a mod for DGL. Darby, were you there when he was chasing the blue car? Darby Jennifer? When he was chasing that blue car, that was freaky.
that you don't know where the reporting of a forced entry came from. Do we know how whoever did this got into her house?
That I would not discuss with you anyway.
Fox News, Paul Morrow.
Question for Agent Edwards, if I may. Agent Edwards, will the Bureau be submitting the DNA for an investigative genealogical investigation relative to maybe hitting a relative, somebody if you want?
I would say the DNA aspect of this case is being handled by the Pima County Sheriff's Department.
Oh no! Say it ain't so! DNA aspect is being handled by numbnuts.
Right now. However, should we get to that point, yes, that would be an option for the FBI to assist.
And a quick follow-up. Does the ransom note that you're working establish any communication protocols in it?
Never emailed me back when I emailed him.
No, it does not. And that is what I think is important, that if someone has Nancy and demanding the ransom, that there is.
I still think that that guy in the blue car is two backpack guy, Darby. So that flyer that I showed you right here, well, go to my page and it's the last post I made. Well, second to last post I made, probably. That has the wanted poster for backpack guy.
Communication with the family. We talked about there has been no proof of life, and there was no other demands within that letter. So they're still waiting for communication.
ABC affiliate Ashley Holden.
Great here, Ashley Holden. When you say the doorbell camera was disconnected, do you believe that that camera was taken?
We do not have it in our possession. We've not located it.
And then a follow-up. I know that we've been hearing a lot about ransom notes.
So, Darby, this guy, this wanted poster right here is the second post. I believe this is Porch Guy, and I believe this guy was with him. This guy is from the two backpack guy, and this guy is from the car that Dad's Gone Live caught. I took both their pictures, and used AI to get a frontal view of them. And they looked like the same guy to me. Just one shaved his head, and then one took 40 days of hair growth. And that's the difference. But I was wanting Dad's Gone Live to see that, but I don't know if he ever did. Darby, you should tell Dad's Gone Live, check that shit out. HIPAA. Careful for HIPAA. I'm frozen. Oh. Knows anything about anything. We're just idiots. Oh, really? Yeah. I forgot to fucking share the damn video again. Sorry.
If we get a lead that there's somebody, hey, you've got this over here or over here, we're going, and that will expand and expand and expand. I think the FBI, with their billboards, they're now planning to put those up at every state around here, at all of our neighboring states. So, we use you, the national media, the FBI with their national outreach to affect that for us. But as far as the actual investigation, naturally, the scene is the prime.
Why does he stutter so much? Stammer and stutter and shit.
And we just keep spreading it out as we get more and more leads.
Court TV, Cody Thomas.
Later, Sheriff. Actually, my question is for Agent Yonke. You know, we saw Savannah Guthrie and her siblings, the family put out that video last night on Instagram addressing, you know, the tragedy that this is, but also addressing the ransom letter saying they're ready to talk. My question is, did the FBI or any other agency help them craft that message to put out on social media?
Like I said to the previous question, we have an expertise when it comes to kidnappings. And when families want advice, consultation, expertise, we will provide that. But the ultimate decisions on what they say and how they put that out rest with the family itself.
And as far as suspects, I know we haven't identified one, but what type of suspect or suspects do we think we're dealing with here?
At this time, like the sheriff has said, there is no primary suspect identified, so it could run the gamut. So,
KPNX, Troy Hayden.
Are you actively investigating the son-in-law in this case? There were reports earlier this week and you refuted that. You said you haven't eliminated everybody. Have you eliminated him or come close to it, or are you actively looking at him?
We're actively looking at everybody we come across in this case. Everybody. We would be irresponsible if we didn't talk to everybody, the Uber driver, the gardener, the pool person, whoever. Everybody is so cliche, but everybody's still a suspect in our eyes. That's just how we look at things and think as cops. Does that mean we have a prime suspect? No, and the family has been very cooperative. They've done everything we've asked of them, and we want that relationship to continue. And sometimes people can be mean out there, and that can really harm us and harm our efforts.
What they film and what they put out.
Fox 10, Justin Loom.
Agent Yonke, this one's for you. Following up on that video that was released yesterday, it said, ultimately any further action is decided on by the family. Since then, have they expressed any more interest in more efforts to try and get in contact with who is behind the ransom letter? And do you have a crisis or any sort of hostage negotiator with your team for that type of situation if it moves forward?
So the two parts of that question I think it's pretty clear. The family wants to be contacted. They know time is of the essence. And if those that may have Nancy are watching this, the family is ready to talk, get proof of life, because there has been no contact after that ransom note went to the media. For your second question, yes, we have crisis negotiators. That is part of our team here locally, along with the personnel we brought in from Quantico, and they will be part of it. But we're not going to go beyond that of any.
Do differently looking back, knowing that federal authorities also conducted a search yesterday. Would you have kept that perimeter up?
Monday morning quarterback, I probably would have, but I'll.
Yeah, you're an idiot.
Say this. We processed the scene. We got what we thought was complete. I
sent my homicide supervisor out there who had never done a homicide, and his guys who have less than 2 years experience, who've probably seen 1 or 2 homicides in their whole damn lives. And we did a shitty job of processing the scene, period.
My team did that. I have to have all the faith and trust in their abilities and their skills, and I think they went through that pretty well. But because another agency now steps in and wants to assist, we're just like with you, we're an open book.
We're an open book. Please resign, Manos, please.
Absolutely. How can we help? One of the things people don't see, I heard your question about, and we left and then others could walk up. When we process a scene and we're done, we return that scene to in this case, the homeowners, the family. And we don't just go march back in there. We call the family again and get permissions to go back to the home. So yeah, there's, again, the Monday morning quarterback, absolutely. I probably could have held off on that. We knew that the FBI, we've worked with them before in a lot of cases, and we felt like they could be of help in this with particularly the forensic analysis we use in a number of things.
Why didn't you call them from day one? You screwed up so badly.
But we, at the start of this thing.
All right, I'm through with you. You're an asshole. You're out. I'm back. Damn.
All right. Looks like we are live. Hopefully you guys
one of my like really close true friends out here, for sure. No, you guys be nice to Tina. She has a right to her opinion.
Dad's gone live. Still out
Dad's
there
not
looking.
mad, Tina. I'm disappointed that you said that. You hurt my feelings. I'm not angry with you. I'm disappointed in you. I'm disappointed that you would tell me that. You better say sorry or I cry. I'll be back home tomorrow.
Well, guys, I'm going to leave you right here with this. We're losing our people quickly. So I'm going to end this baby right here. I got to get the taxes going. No, Greta Panny. No, I'm angry at him because he's an idiot. I don't know the sheriffs who are on the kids' milk cartons all over the damn country.
Yeah, Alex is actually a really good friend to have.
This is a particular case. This isn't every single case. Good night, dear. Sub up if you haven't subbed up. Hit the old like button if you want. Peace out.
I'm gonna go drive past Nancy's house. The exact third neighborhood, looking for some weird stuff that's going on.
And I will see y'all next time. Peace.